plaintiff, Alexandria Lore, dated the defendant, but Alexandria broke up with her after she cheated. Alexandria claims after she started dating her witness, the defendant became upset, and she not only filed a bogus restraining order against her, but she also falsely accused her of assault. She's suing for attorney fees, lost wages, and emotional distress. Defendant Vanity Daniels says Alexandria was physically and mentally abusive, and once, after Alexandria assaulted her, she made Vanity sleep on the floor, naked. She's countersuing because she claims Alexandria posted a picture of her private parts on Facebook.
Start with you.
So, Your Honor, this woman has put me through hell and back. I met Vanity Daniels in March of 2014. I met her at a 21 and Up club. We kicked it off and we started talking. I found out, we started dating actually. I found out in May of 2014 that Vanity told me she was 21. She was actually 18. So at that point in time, we had feelings involved. I told her that, that's the first and last lie. She agreed. So we carried on. In August of 2014, I moved to Atlanta to go to school, to go to my university. Vanity followed suit in about October. So
Did she go to school also?
She does not go to my school. I'm unsure if she's in school.
No, when she moved down, you're not sure.
Oh, she didn't go to school then.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So she was living with me in November. From the time that I moved to Atlanta, from the time that I met her until she moved to Atlanta in October, she was lying to me, small lies, big lies, every kind of lie. So in November, I had enough, and she cheated on me in November, and
That is incorrect, Your Honor. I never cheated on her.
All right, we'll let you talk. Go ahead.
I broke up with her in November, and I told her that she needs to move out. Vanity refused to move out. She was still at my house, still trying to work it out with me, and she finally moved out in February. In March, I started dating Ashani, my witness here today. I started dating her, and Vanity...
March?
Yes, Your Honor, of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Vanity became upset. After that, I told her that she was banned from my house. She would still pop up when me and my girlfriend was at the home. She would still pop up. She popped up one time, refused to leave. She came in and out the house 3 times.
When was that?
That was actually in March as well.
Okay.
So she refused to leave, kept coming to and from the house. I told her that she was banned. Eventually, Vanity became even more upset and became vindictive and started retaliating. She went to my school and filed false claims against me, saying that I abused her and that she had witnesses stating that they saw me hit her.
What are you reading from?
I'm reading from the incident report, Your Honor, from my university. I got a call from the dean. Around in that same month of April, telling me that he wanted to speak to me. And I went to the office to speak to the dean. He told me that if he hears from Vanity one more time, that I'll risk expulsion. So after that, on April 21st, I got a restraining order to my house, stating that, again, that I was abusive to her and that I posted a picture of her on Facebook. Those were false as well.
And let me allow her to speak now.
And I met Alexandria in 2014, March, and we hit it off pretty quickly. Quickly got into a relationship. I moved down to Georgia October 2014, and that's when the abuse started, Your Honor. The first incident was we had gotten into an argument. I went to a club and I danced with another woman. I came home and I did let her know I danced with another woman.
Why?
She said, why?
Yeah.
It was a club. I was just dancing.
I mean, has somebody mentioned something to you?
No, it was just a club.
You just walked in the door after coming from the club. Honey, I had a little dance. Who does that?
Well, I had lied to her in the past, so I did I was trying to turn over a new leaf.
That just sounds odd, ma'am. Go ahead. Did that happen? She just came home from the club and say, hey, I danced.
No, Your Honor, it did not happen like that.
Yeah, it just sounds odd. Go ahead.
So
you came home and you told her you danced, and what happened?
So she said it was okay. She pretended like she didn't care. The next day, she texted me, telling me to come straight home after work. So I did, and when I got there, she dragged me up the steps by my hair inside, and when we got to the room, she threw me down, and she was like, when you get back, I want all your stuff gone.
What do you think that was about?
It was about what had happened. She was stating, oh, since you want to go dance with other females, and so I did not leave because I did not have nowhere to go. So I had, when she came back, she was just like, oh, you're not gone. And she started hitting me, kicking me with shoes. She made me sleep on the floor naked, and she would not let me cover myself. So she apologized the next day. I did love her, and I did forgive her for what she did. So I thought that was the end of it. So the next incident was in December. We were on our way to Miami, Florida, and we had got into another argument, and she hit me in my face. And I didn't speak to her for a few hours. I was upset. So she texted me, and we discussed it, and
all right, let me get to the next incident of you filing the report, because that's important, and I assume that's why you're suing for attorney fees and wages, because these other things it doesn't sound like you did anything about. So let's get to the things that required her to get an attorney.
Your Honor, I needed an attorney for the restraining order and for the criminal warrant case that
Stemming from what incident?
So the restraining order is from Vanity saying that I was abusive to her.
So all you received was a restraining order?
Yes, Your Honor.
You weren't charged?
Right, yes, Your Honor.
All right, restraining order. And how much did you pay for the attorney?
I paid $1,000 for that case.
All right. And for that case, was there another one?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a warrant application for a warrant, like when you go to the court. And
did they issue it?
No, Your Honor.
So what'd you get an attorney for?
I got an attorney because we still had to go to court, and she didn't show up to that one, Your Honor. All
right. And how much did you pay for that?
I paid $15,000 for that, Your Honor.
$15,000?
$1,500, I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay. What do you want to tell me about the assault she's alleging?
Your Honor, she's saying that we went to Miami, and she said that my friend was in the car. That's the incident report you have, but I have a statement from my friend Keyshawn
what about this beating her and all that? Did that happen?
Your Honor, I never beat her, Your Honor. When she came home that night.
Never put your hands on her ever?
Only time I ever put my hands on her was when I pushed her when she got into a fight with my best friend.
When was that?
That was that was more than likely, she moved down here, that was February. That was February, March.
So all the other stuff she's making up, she sounds very convincing to me.
Yes, Your Honor, that is not true, anything she's saying.
Why do you think she would make all this stuff up?
Your Honor, she's upset that I am dating the person that I'm dating right now and that we were actually working out and progressing.
A little more than that, ma'am. For her to do a restraining order, make up this incident, make up this report, either she is a nut or it's true.
She might be a nut, Your Honor.
Do you have any evidence, ma'am, to prove these things happen? Because
yes, Your Honor.
What she is proving is that she obtained an attorney and the cases were dismissed and the restraining order was dismissed. Am I correct? And
yes,
is that
Your Honor.
what happened?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have witness statements from people who did witness that. I have.
They witnessed what?
Her putting her hands on me.
Like who? People? Who were these people?
One was a roommate and one was her friend. She was there with one of our.
This was on which occasion, ma'am?
The one where she dragged me about my hair was from one witness, and then on the third big event where she put her hands on me.
November during the nighttime, I heard some yelling outside of my window, and I looked out to see Alexandria dragging Vanity upstairs by either what was her neck or hair. I am unsure. Vanity was screaming and yelling to Alexandria to let go. Alexandria would not. I heard a series of booms coming from their room. I proceeded to mind my own business. Once I heard Alexandria's car pull off, I peeked outside of my door to make sure everything was okay. I saw Vanity running down the hall to my room hysterical. I was crying the argument of how Peaches grabbed her by her neck and hit her. I have witnessed, this is another person, Alexandria placed her hands on Vanity Daniels on several occasions. The last situation I witnessed was when Alexandria choked Vanity Daniels and threw her against a door. They were having an argument while I was in the room. Vanity was trying to leave, but Alexandria would not let her. She kept blocking the door. Vanity was trying to gather her. You don't have names on here, but these people sound convincing as well. Ma'am, these folks sound convincing. What other evidence do you have? That's the only problem, though, is everything was dismissed that you filed.
It was dismissed because the judge said that because we were in communications with each other, she did not feel a reason to file a protection order.
Got it. Thought you all had reconciled. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
So I do have evidence that Alexandria did post a personal picture of my private parts.
That's part of your emotional distress?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so are the assaults?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what do you have? She put a personal picture of you. She put it on her Facebook?
Yes, Your Honor.
Whoa! No, you can't show this. Man, why didn't you prepare me for that?
Sorry, Your Honor. I also do have text messages of her admitting that she put her hands on me.
All right, let me clear that out of my mind. Who all saw that?
She put it inside of a lesbian group on Facebook. So
All of them saw it?
Yes, there were comments on
That's
it.
You're a
false,
very
Your Honor.
popular lady now. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be funny, but
No, you're
you the
fine.
one showing me that. And this is, I'm looking at a December 30th, ma'am, where you say to her, plaintiff the defendant, I'm sorry for hitting you. I know that you don't want to hear that, but I am. You remember saying that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you explain that?
Your Honor, that letter that you have, Your Honor, was from Bethany. That's when Bethany and her got in a fight, and I had to push her in her chest to get her off of Bethany. And to
All
separate.
right, and that's what you mean when you say you deserve someone that doesn't put their hands on you. She don't deserve you because you break up fights. All right. I never hit someone I was with. I need space and counseling again. How do you explain that?
Your Honor, I have counseling for a whole different reason, Your Honor.
I know it.
But again, that was for
But
the
you
Bethany
talked about
situation.
that counseling in the context of hitting her. You didn't say about a whole different reason. That counseling was about hitting her. All right, I'm going to dismiss your claim and grant yours. I'm glad you're away from her. I have no idea what would make you think you could come in here and convince me that she owes you some money after you whooped on her and then apologized to her in this text message and then talked about how you need to go back to counseling again for whipping her. Have a good day. Judgment for the defendant.
Wow. Yes. That is very unfortunate that Vanity is a liar and that she lied, and that's very unfortunate. I know she's just doing this for the money. I know she needs it, so I'm glad that she won, I guess.
And I really just want her to stop stalking me on Facebook. She put a restraining order out on
Stop
me.
harassing.
I wish you two the best in all your endeavors. Keep on doing what you're doing. So that's just it.